I have two versions of my report. One is this, and one is a different account. A tidy, reasoned account, where the self and its memory remains unclouded, and Gibarion dies due to an overwhelming depression, not due to a visiting phantom and unfathomable, terrifying shame, believing in the end that that was all he was. Sartorius and Snow have decided to stay on. I will be returning to Earth in a month. Snow visits me most days to attempt to dissuade me. The ocean is blue today, the sun at its highest point. The sky is a darker shade of blue. Clouds are white and fluffy, and for a moment I'm already back, before the plasma thickens, changes, bubbles into new intricate forms. A tender monster to wave me home.
You wanted me? Haven't you got anything to do?
I was just thinking a few things over.
Maybe you should think less.
Do you believe in God?
No, of course not.
Not a perfect God. An imperfect God.
Well, like the Greek gods, who sulk, have feud. Jealous gods.
No. I'm talking about a God whose imperfections are his essential characteristics. A fallible God, incapable of foreseeing the consequences of his acts. A God who has created clocks, but not the time they measure.
Manichaeism.
No. Nothing to do with good and evil. This God has no existence outside of matter.
An evolving God, who keeps increasing in power while remaining aware of his powerlessness.
Yes. A God where the divine condition is a situation without a goal. An understanding which he despairs of.
And Solaris, that's what you mean, Solaris could be the first phase of this despairing God. And we will have been the baby's toys for a while.
A child.
Of course. Everything falls into place. The failure to achieve contacts.
Yes.
The absence of responses.
Yes.
And the various other peculiarities in his behavior. Everything is explicable in terms of its behavior as a very small child.
Yes, of course. A child.
Yes. Look, a mimoid, just beginning. What are you doing?
I won't be long.
It's not safe with a mimoid for me.
Really, I won't be long. I'll come back.
It's not safe.
I'll fly over it. I'll go further, to one of the islands. I've not stood on Solaris yet.
I'll go with you.
There's no need. I'm coming back.
I'll walk with you then to the crafts.
There's no need.
You will come back.
Yes, Snow. I will come back. I climb in, give him a wave and slide the hatch across. The jets spring into action and I'm away. I pass over the forming mimoid until I'm way over the other side and land on a small rocky islet. I climb out and carefully pick my way through jagged grey rock down to the shoreline. I place my gloved hand in the ocean. The wave hesitates, recoils, and then envelops my hand without touching it. A thin layer of air between it and me. I raise my hand slowly and the wave follows me. The main body of the wave remains motionless on the shore surrounding my boots without touching them. A jet black flower has grown up out of the ocean. I go to touch it, but the stem trembles, stirs with uncertainty, and falls back into the wave. I'm still hesitating about returning to Earth, as I still hope, unreasonably, that she might still return. I'm looking at the ocean, begging it. I want to go on living here, amongst the things we touched, shared together, the air that we breathed, all I loved most. I want to be certain that nothing fades, that my memory doesn't shift and alter. I want to be certain that her memory is kept forever, each moment a keepsake. I hope for nothing, and yet I live in expectation, waiting. Since she went, that is all that remains. And yet I persist in the hope, in the faith that the time for cruel miracles has not yet passed.
In Solaris, Chris was played by Ron Cook, and Snow by Tim McMullen. Rhea was played by Joanne Froggatt, and Sartorius by Stuart Richman. Original music was composed and performed by Alice Truman. Sound design was by Steve Brook. Solaris was written by Stanislaw, dramatised by Hattie Naylor, and directed in Manchester by Polly Thomas.